Hey, what's going on? Uh, my name is Almost Ray 00. We have finally met face to face, so to speak. Something like that. I don't know. Today, I just want to. I don't know. I just want to have like a quick discussion about something that has been bothering me in this franchise. We're gonna be talking about Scream 4. Um, you know, I enjoyed all of the Scream movies. The first movie was great. I mean, when I was a kid, I was like, oh, Scream, like I had mixed feelings about it. Like I enjoyed watching it because it was like, oh, Ghostface is awesome, and I used to run around with my cousins pretending to be Ghostface without the mask and just kind of be like, oh. But at the same time, I was like, it's not scary. But then around the time that Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween came out, I started watching horror movies a little more. And I was like, I'm gonna prep myself just to I don't know, just to prep myself. So I started watching the Scream movies, and then I watched like Hellraiser, and that's a drastic change, but I liked Scream. I like Scream. I like all the movies, even the fourth one. But there is something in the fourth movie that just doesn't add up. It's gonna come out all mirrored through the camera, but Scream 4, I mean, I got it on DVD just so that I can watch it, but okay, spoilers. Okay, spoilers. Throughout the entire film, it's just kind of like this new. There's something new. I believe his name is Kevin Wilkinson. I probably mispronounced it, but he's the original writer of it. Wes Craven directed the films. I'm not sure if he had anything to do with the writing process for the first two Scream movies, but I know that Wes Craven wrote Scream 3. I was watching the Inside Story, or Still Screaming, where Wes Craven says, I wonder what Kevin would have done differently for the third film. So I'm just going based off of that. So in Scream 4, it was cool. The killer it's definitely new. I mean, it's like years later, and each killer has their own vibe in each of the movies. I mean, Billy and Stu, that's just like, that is Ghostface. I mean, that's the way I think about it. I mean, they're all Ghostface, but Ghostface is just, there's no face to him, you know, or her, like, yeah, okay, I'm getting too quiet. So, in part 4, the killer is... Alright. In part 4, one of the killers ends up being Charlie. Charlie reveals himself when Kirby steps outside of out into the patio or whatever, and he's like, Kirby, this is making a move. Bam! Stabs her. All of that, the whole movie, for me personally, built up to that moment right there, because he was just with her, and they were just flirting, and it's just like, bitch, I don't know. But there's one thing in the entire movie, one little thing that just doesn't add up, and that is the final question. Ghostface is on the phone with Kirby right before she exits to the patio, and Charlie kills her. He asks her, what is Jason's weapon, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and I forgot what else he asks her, but she gets it wrong. So she says, just one more question. He's like, fine. And he says, this is what he says. He says, name the remake of the groundbreaking horror film in which the villain, and it just stops. He doesn't finish the question, and that bothers me so much because it's like, what's the fucking question? And I have ranted to different people about this, and they're like, ha, like only you will like think that. Yeah, I guess I'm very like precise, or little things that I pay attention to, like the little things, just the little things. And I looked it up. I did some research, and people have the same question as me. What is the final question? One theory that I read was name the remake of the groundbreaking horror film in which the villain is related to the protagonist, and that is the one that I think would be the question, the actual question. And if you watch the Scream 4, you know that the killer is Jill, I believe. Yeah, Jill is her name, which is Sydney's niece or something. And I felt like they took off that last line of the question so that they wouldn't give it away. And I mean, that's their decision, you know. It just really sucks, like, to have that kind of cut off. At least for me, I don't know, like, watching all the Scream movies, one of the things that I enjoyed is the dialogue, and that's with every single character, just how it all mashes up, and it's just like a whirl, and Ghostface is just outside of that, and he's just, like, picking at it. So, with Scream 4, I mean, it was definitely different, and that question that wasn't completely asked just bothers me. I think that might have been the final question, but she starts naming remakes in which I don't understand how that connects. Like, I mean, I'll put the remakes that she named in the description, and you tell me what you think, because some of those remakes, I don't think the villain was related to the protagonist. You know what remake I didn't like where that happened was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? Or yeah, they're all Texas Chainsaw Massacres. They're gonna make a Leatherface movie, well, so they say. It's gonna be called Leatherface. Anyway, going off topic. That one, he's cousins with one of the girls that ends up going to that home or something. Like, I was like, what the heck? Like, what is this? Happy Feet? I don't know. I mean, it was cool. He looked cool. He looked very cool, and it was cool seeing kills and stuff like that. It always is if you're like a slasher fan, but that could be the question. It could not be. There was something else. I can't remember what the question was, but it was very stupid. And out of all the questions that I did look up, it was just that one that seemed to be very reasonable and realistic. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what bothers me. It was about Scream 4. Other than that, it was a cool movie. The whole franchise was cool. Anyone can say what they want about it, but I thought it was cool. I mean, you have a guy who is pretty much faceless, and he can be in your group of friends, and he's killing you guys off, and you guys just don't know it. It can be anyone. Anyone. So yeah, there you have it. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have the same opinion, if you guys haven't watched this, then why'd you watch this? Yeah. I'll post another video or something. I'm going to be doing a video on like my Myers mask, just on my Myers mask, just to kind of show them off a little. Check out the rest of the channel. I only have a few videos up right now, and hopefully within time it'll just continue to grow. So yeah, Scream 4. Wes Craven. Why'd you cut that question out? We'll never know what it is, what it actually is. So, peace out. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe.